Welcome, folks, to Sword of Convallaria. I know we didn't do it yesterday. Yesterday. But we had the day off of work, so might as well cover it today. And this could be the final stream, because I want to continue to play this a lot. But just with the limited amount of time we have streaming, I just don't think it's gonna be good to continue to have to stream it. I want to continue playing it, especially this bit. Right, we need to put Noah immediately into the Haven. I think everyone else was going to be fine. Did I have anybody training? Yes, I did. We did have a regular battle and then that one. So we have Beryl's treasure hunt, which gives us her secret magic chest. Common gear. It is a side quest. And avoid the hidden Luxite bombs. This would be our last chance, I think, to... What are the factions like for us? 150, 150. So it doesn't matter which one we do. Defeat the messenger. That does gives us a rare skill. Papal States. Union gives us a training tome. All enemies are just one enemy. The rare skill's probably a good one. Okay, why are these pre-deployed? Why did it pre-deploy our people? That's weird. Why would you do that? I mean, I'm not gonna object to the particular ones. Probably not the best ones for the job, though. I mean, yeah, Catherine's probably a good one. Yeah, deploying David's not a good idea, though. This is a lot of ranged units. And our target up there is the Conjurer anyway, right? Yeah. Ah, backup. Oh, we don't need to do Sweeping Bash. That will just nearly kill him. Give everyone an attack order. And then, of course, we immobilize everyone up there. Combo! And have him come and stand there by. And just murder. That will hit everybody. Let's see if we put a trap down there. And then we can put him in dying mode. They're not gonna make it again. They're both dead. There we go. Easy mission. Easy mission. And a rare skill. Which rare skill is it? Not that good. Dispelling 2 buffs. A support attack on our wizard. Yeah, that'll work good. Fort has what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Was there anything additional with the blessing? No, still blessing not available. What about the Luxite workshop? No, nothing gets. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do about that. Those are probably both gonna go unfulfilled. Defeat all enemies. Ideally, defeat Nungal and Nurgle. Ideally. We lose if any civilians are killed. Ooh, we're definitely gonna need Catherine on this one. I don't know why it auto-deploys. It wasn't doing that before. And it also deployed Noah, which the answer is no. That must be a new option they just introduced. Well, everyone seems... Nungal is in training. Would not be a bad idea to bring Fikal. This looks good. So I have to kill both of them, ideally. Increase our attack. And make all of them unable to move. None of you get to move or do anything. You go there. And you just murder him. Unfortunately for you guys, we have many spells that can deal with you. Okay, so that's for one turn. So we have to keep them there. I see. That's a bit of a problem. Ah, he lacks the energy. Finally got that move to go off. Do we really want to break through like that? I don't think we do. Although, where did Civilian go to? Okay, that did in fact work. Not ideally how we'd want it to. Uh-oh. That is, indeed very not good. Oh god, he has a ton of health, too. They have tons of health. I indeed made a stupid decision over here. A very potentially very stupid decision. Oh god. Craplings. Back. We need to move. Oh, he is dead. Oh no. Oh no! Trixie! Oh great, I just lost two of them. Shit. Yeah, Shoot. Shoot. I was not expecting that powerful of an ability. That'll eliminate him. And Mytha. I was not expecting Mytha. Shit. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm down to 2 people. This mission's dead. This is a dead mission. We've lost this mission. There's literally nothing I can do about this mission. Yeah, not when they can one-shot. Not when they can one-shot like that. There's literally nothing I can do. This is the first mission we're gonna lose. And once they put that mark on you, you're just dead. Yeah, these civilians are gonna end up dead. And there's nothing I can do. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, she can't even move. I put that in her way. She can't even move. I was afraid they were going to do that. That's not going to matter. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I either retry it or I move on. There's literally nothing I can do. Stop putting him in there. Good God. Yeah, backtrack meant nothing, so... How did he survive that? Do I want to unleash them? I kinda don't have a choice, do I? Point is, the civilians have to survive. And Trixie just can't get close enough. She just literally cannot get close enough to make an impact. Finally die. Okay. We do have some potential problems. But a lot of that can be done by getting rid of you. A lot of that can be gotten rid of by you. Yeah, you guys don't get to move. None of you do. I mean, I do need to hit her. And this is the only way to do it. How about a little bit of fire, Ningal? Hated having to use that boost, though. Good. They've been distracted. Excellent. They have been distracted. This has gone so much better. But that's mostly due to, I think, the increased damage. Of course there's more. Why wouldn't there be? These guys are pretty tough, too. Unfortunately, that doesn't stop us from killing them. So all we had to do was get one civilian to the other side, but we couldn't sacrifice any of them. Okay. That just seemed like it was, excessive. Uh-oh. What are you five discussing?
Yeah, 実は私たちここを出るんだ。
They're leaving.
どうして誰も教えてくださらなかったのですか？まあ、それはさ。
They don't want you to come with.
すぐに荷物を
That's why.
いや、いいよ。あんたはそうだね。次のグループを待ったらどうだい？どうして？何かあったんですか？知らないのかい？このところみんな彼女に不満たらたらなんだ。
But why?
この前食料が足りなかった時にわずかしかない小麦を彼女が勝手に粉にひいちまって実質2割は減ったね。それでみんな腹をすかしてさ、次の日なんか働く気力もなかったんだ。
ですが、
あの日も火事が収まった後にエダさんが飲料水の水汲みを頼んだら、わざわざ下流から水を汲みやがって、おかげで腹を下すやつが続出だ。
私そのようなことになるとはつゆ知らず。それどころか、このこったらたかが草刈りで怪我する始末だよ。とてもじゃないが仕事をしたことがある人間には見えないね。
Yeah, that is likely true.
手伝いますって言っておきながら毎回面倒ばかり起こすし。
ごめんなさい。私何も知らない、何もできない。それってさ、まるでどっかの貴族のお嬢様じゃない。
まったくだ、面倒事しか起こさないってあたり、
I mean-
なんとか王女と一緒だな。
ちくしょう、あの女が演説なんぞやったせいで俺の家族が暴動に巻き込まれて死んだんだ。待てよ、こいつもしかして本当にあの王女
I mean,
おい、お前は何者だ？
they're not wrong.
殺したのはお前か？ だからなんだってんだ。こいつは貴族で、貴族ってのは寄生虫だろ。何が違うんだ。それともお前、寄生虫をかばうのか。
皆さん、私たち自身で決めたはずですよね。一致団結して困難に立ち向かうと。たとえ彼女が貴族のお嬢様だとしても、今は私たちと同様行き場のない難民です。助けを必要としているのも同じです。
Indeed, even if she was nobility, that doesn't matter anymore. She's on the run like everyone else.
だとしてもだ。一緒にいたってこいつは面倒しか起こさないし、結局ここに残るのが一番なんだよ。
お嬢ちゃん、頼むからもうついてこないでくれ。俺らじゃあんたの面倒を見きれないんだ。
参ったな。
Indeed, Edda. Indeed.
すみません。もう出発しなければ。彼女のことお願いできないでしょうか。短い間ですがお世話になりました。いつかどこかでまたお会いできるといいですね。
Week 18. As the situation in Iria deteriorates, the extremist group Darklight is becoming increasingly active. Based in the mine pit, they continue to expand westward, leaving a trail of burned villages and devastated residents in their wake. Refugees reaching the town of Convallaria have reported that the Darklight have been subjecting civilians to forbidden human rituals, human trials. Probably rituals as well, resulting in the inevitable death, even for those who managed to escape. You receive intelligence that a small Darklight troop is marching toward the town of Convallaria. The Sword has been mobilized to safeguard their home. However, it'd be wise to report this to the nearby King's army, which is much better equipped to handle those. Whole bunches of things just happened. Okay, what's the blessing? Well, I think we'll need Fakal, David. Where's Noah? There he is. And probably Noah for the ritual. %10 lifesteal? Oh yes. That will be good for both of them. For all of them. Maybe. Still no reason to go there. And of course, there is no... Anyone else could anyone else do with some training? Fekal has fallen behind the level. He has fallen behind. And it doesn't stop him from taking part in critical battles. Still gotta use statues 2 times. Lasts 3 turn. Oh, that's a 3-time cooldown. 3-second, 3-turn cooldown. Well, we've got to do Barrel's Treasure Keeper. It's the last week for it. Dispatchers are coming in. We saved 2 hanged men. And that ups our area reputation. Which is currently at 200. Now we don't have a choice. Who? There he is. There he is. What if I don't want Simon deployed? You're gonna force me to deploy him. Okay. Okay. Okay, nothing in the close proximity. Oh, there's a bomb right underneath me. Nearby. Multiple objects near me. Fine. It was here, was it? No, it was here. Hmm. There we go. Basic recovery +5. Production of materials +5. Up to 80%. Probably the additional materials. Well, that leaves us just with the critical mission. Defeat all enemies. Save 2 hanged men if possible. Oh god, they are low. Oh, I definitely need Catherine. There's no doubt about that. Looks like they've got a balance. Ooh, they've got a balanced approach. That's not good. David needs some skills on him. Mytha would not be... Mytha's not a bad idea, but if I'm bringing her, then we're gonna want... We don't want Rex. We are gonna want Pyro, however. That leaves us distinctly without that. But I think we'll be fine. Well, because of the weapons triangle. If I bring too many of the one kind, they're gonna be at a disadvantage. Like, I would have had too many of the defenders, and that would have left me at a distinct disadvantage to them. Seriously? I'm supposed to save 2 hanged men. Yeah, the rock, paper, scissors. Really? I have to save 2 hanged men, and there's literally 2 on the map. One of them is way the frack over here. Best I can do... is that. That should hopefully immobilize everybody who's going to be a problem. He's not gonna do any good over here. Okay. Yeah, she's not gonna do, and Trixie's not gonna do any good down there.
次のターゲットはドイツだ。そこだ。
Keep Mytha alive. She's just a little under-leveled. Actually, she's on-level. That's the problem. Let's see. Let's put a trap there. Confirm everyone gets a nice strength up. Move Pyro over here. Like, I've got no way of making sure he makes it out alive. Like, absolutely. He's dead. He's dead this turn. And dead. Could not keep him alive to save my life. I had literally 2 turns to keep him alive. Literally 2 turns to keep him alive. I would have had to rush. And that's a good way to get your characters killed. As I showed on the last map where I completely lost the first critical battle of the game that I've played. Do a little bit of overwatching. Really? The reaction was wasted because he stood there. Oh, that's just very dumb. Let's give ourselves another attack boost. Okay, that guy's up there is gone. And Catherine's not gonna get within range to heal. That's fine. He'll get a little bit of a heal from Mytha. Yeah, he needs to pull back. Oh, no you do not. You do not get to do that. Silly, silly wizard. All of Iria. Mm.
みんなが頑張ったおかげで勝てました。
We succeeded mostly.
でお祝いだよ。
Now what? Wait. We did get... Weird, we did get the extra gold. That's weird. I think we want more experience just in general from training. Meanwhile, we already fought these two. This has got to be awkward. Hence the name. They do have very fancy coats and hats, however. Oh, it's locked. There's finally our first branching path. I don't know what unlocks it. Probably a higher reputation with them, which we could theoretically have had. So far, I've maintained about even neutrality between the Union and Iria. And we've now got a new beacon. That probably boosts the amount of reputation you get with Iria. If it's anything like our other beacons we have. Pull back out temporarily to look at them. Here we are. Because we now have 4 beacons. We've got the base beacon, which was needed to even get the story going. This one here allows us to get the papal states behind us easier. No, this one's papal. This one must be... This must be the Union. I'm not sure who the Order is. Maybe that's Darklight. I'm not certain. But this one's a Papal States one. Yep, the Queen's Army. So, theoretically, when this cycle completes, which God knows how deep this is, you could start back at the beginning with different boosts. And theoretically, if we look at the voyage map, different endings. Now, granted, we don't know anything about these. But I'm assuming that because they've got the beacon icon on them, that's you're aligned more heavily with each of the three states, and probably a default you're not aligned enough with any of them. Now, we still don't know what Chapter 2 is, which would be the second moment, I think, when they would force us to insert a key. Which they haven't done yet. Honestly, I'm surprised at how lax they've been with key insertion. With key insertions. Might as well throw on some of our most people in need of rest. Okay, and I do have 2 people in there. Anybody in the square? Need a talking to? No? Good. Sometimes it's hard to tell. On to the next week. Monies? And what rare weapon did we get? Ooh, we've got choices. A bangle, which provides good general. Magic. And we still don't have anyone who can use an axe. Like, we have got no one who can use that. We've got 3 people who could use that. And I'm willing to bet everybody can equip the bangle. The bangle. In a state of panic, a patrol reports to you a large Darklight troop is heading west, leaving a trail of burned villages in their wake. The patrol adds, "It's difficult to estimate their numbers, but the Darklight troops we've encountered before pale in comparison. Their movement suggests that they're not interested in looting, but instead are intent on total annihilation. Even with all the town's manpower mobilized, stopping them seems impossible. In this time of need, it may be wise to request aid. However, we must carefully choose who to turn to, as factions we do not share a strong bond with may not even respond." Yeah, this is the decision choice. Which of the 3? We are roughly neutral with with the Union and the King's Army. The Papal States are indifferent to us. We've got slightly higher affiliation with the King's Army. Just slightly higher. Yeah, they're neutral towards us, but they are slightly more than what the Union has. Before we go here, we should see what Beryl is going to request at her field research. Nothing. Alright then. Let's see what we can forge. We don't have any blueprints. We do need some more iron ore. And it's going to take us 3 weeks either way. We need Mytha back. We need to pull Mytha back. Back to the town's office. To recall her and him. And dispatch our highest level people on it. Probably Trixie. No. Casal's a good one. And Rex is also a good one. Do we have any more? We have no more reputation bonuses. No reputation boosters left. Okay. Add Mytha. Where is she? And the XP boost at the XP one, because that'll give her 6 levels. That'll help on both of those. Meanwhile, we still have these two here. We have got a good number of archers and far too many wizards. We just do. There's just no way to put it. We've just got too many of them. Alright. That gets a rare melee weapon. Blueprint. Just money. Common gear. Defeat all enemies. Luxite dust. Money. Eliminating a bandit leader. We've got 4 people. He is that. That's predominantly what's around us. So ideally we need... Not you. Not you. Not you. You are obvious. You... Ideally, we'd want one of them. But they're both dispatched and in training. So technically, I've kind of foobarred myself, haven't I? Yeah, just kind of foobarred myself a little bit. Let's look at Aether. Passive. Single target, speed down. Aether would not be a bad one to have. You know what? This looks good. Oh, he hit himself beautifully. Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, don't tell me. Once again, I don't know what's up with this. I can't attack him. This is the second time this has happened. Why can't I attack him? This is extremely stupid. I'm not joking, this is like the second time we've had an attack a boss thing, but it's like, you can't attack him. until all his lackeys are dead. I don't get it. Now I can't attack him. Why couldn't I attack him the first round? This is very stupid. This is very stupid. That's the second time that's happened. Is that a bug? Or is that a weird, stupid design decision? Because I can't tell. I can't tell which that is. It's not fun. It is a despair level difficulty. We just have to live. And hope they show up. We might not have gotten a high enough... Oh, good God. Yeah... Hold your ground. That... yeah... Uh-huh. That's one way to put it. Peter is always a good one to have. I don't know why my spearmen are the most well-developed characters. I mean, both... Look at this. Casal has a full set of all abilities. Trixie's pretty close. But other characters like Mytha here, no, not a lot of abilities. Noah here, he's got one ability. A nice passive. But my spearmen have full sets of gear. I don't get it. Our swordsman, my swordsman here, who's fully well equipped, has no ability to speak of. Rex here. And despite having archers out the butt, they just have their basic abilities. I don't get it. I don't get how they've ended up developed like that. That's just weird. Shoot. They are... God, they've got bunches of assassins. I've got bunches of everything. Alright, Noah. You're the best one we have. Nungal. She does no scatter. Alright. Is that really... That is the best location, isn't it? That's the best location and hits most of the enemies. It's gonna hit that one civilian as well. There's nothing I can do about that. Although this would hit that many, these guys. That's probably the best ones we have. You guys don't get to move. We'll also put a bear trap down there. And give ourselves a war cry. Alright. There was literally no chance for that civilian. There really wasn't any chance. That civilian is in the way.
ゲットはドイツだ。いいぜ。
More of them are gonna show up. This is not gonna end good. We need to not engage those who are too far back. Oh great, here they come. Alright, you asked for it. Here they come. Alright. Well, it's not like we got much of an option. Yep. Hopefully hit the barrels. Did not hit the barrels. I was hoping it hit the barrels. The Veldarians! There's literally nothing else we can do. How did he survive that? Alright. This is going to hurt. This is going to kill Casal here. But it's gonna do so much damage to everything else. Though if I put him here, this'll mean Casal can live. Ooh, the Luxite bomb. Ow. Still can't put anything else down. Okay. Barrel time! Ah, fuck all. Meanwhile, we try and keep Catherine within range of our two-pronged defense. Sorry, Shikalulu. There's literally nothing I could do to save you. Lack of energy. That's fine. We're surviving. Just barely. Nungal's dead next turn. If we're not careful. There's something going on up here with these fireflies. And there's really not a lot of reason to be doing that. Well, there is a reason. And frankly, it'll be to kill 2 of them. That'll do a lot. They survive. How did... I'm not happy about that. They should have died. Those guys should have died. Ah, we did have enough reputation. Nice. The Veldarans. He's dead. Noah's gonna have to retreat. Ah, so's Mytha. Oh, everyone's gonna have to retreat. We are so beat up. Should have done that first. Now you come here and die. Nungal, can you kill both of them? He dropped a bomb. Hey, Kyo, how's it going? It is a pretty good little strategy game. Got a little bit of difficulty. We finally hit a difficulty spike. But it's got this weird 2 halves situation of the free-to-play model on the front end and then this little tactics behind it. So it's got a weird little dichotomy here. It's got this great little tactics game that I'm playing right now, and this weird free-to-play front-end story that kind of ties into it, but only sort of. It's weird. It definitely is weird. At least there's no permadeath. I'll get a chance to show you once this... Oh, we just lost Nungal. I was about to say I'll show you a little bit of that once this story mission's done. But it's basically a civil war is occurring inside the country of Iria due to the princess being murdered. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll post in there. But yeah, there's a civil war going on. We're a mercenary group that barely survived. The initial town being... Actually, we did die. We came back due to time manipulation. It's weird. The story is kind of weird because that involves time manipulation and then you restart the story over. And then we end up here where everyone lived. And then it just goes from there? Meanwhile, you have the original timeline in which we died is a storyline, but that's in the free-to-play model of it. It's a weird story. It really is. Also, yes, that's the character that just died. That's Nungal. She just died. Our version, I don't know how, but apparently when you draw in the free-to-play model, for lack of a better term, legendary characters, named characters, they're available here, Except I don't have Bryn Stantalion, who's the other... one of the other legendaries I've drawn. For some reason, I don't have him in this storyline. Perhaps because he's a major character in the story. And it would make sense to have the prince of the country anyway. Yeah, it's definitely a little... huh. Like I said, I'll show you once this mission's done. This mission is in the bag at this point. Now that the allies have shown up, which I wasn't sure was going to happen. Because I think that's one of the... because the big draw of this entire tactics game is you have your branching storyline, which you can go back and do things with. This, I think, is one of the branches, because there's multiple factions you can build your reputation with. And based on who's you're friends with, is who you can call in as allies. Or I think the town falls and the game ends. I think that's one of the endings. I don't know. But these are, these guys, the King's Army people we have here, the Hanged Men is what they're called. They're from the country we're technically we're a part of. They wouldn't show up by default. We had to call for help. It's actually got more of a, I want to say it's more of a, this is definitely more of a Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy Tactics art style than anything else. Fewer than 5 enemies remain. Well, we're well on our way to that. That's mostly because I've been power leveling and refuse. Here's another thing. I had a chance early on to up the game's difficulty by choice. I said no. Nergal and Nungal have done good work. Indeed. Several achievements have been had. We are also this character here, who you get to name. We've been put in charge of the mercenary group, and we're pretty smart. Also, there's this mysterious noblewoman who came with a bunch of refugees from the original town. We saved her. However, she's very clearly never done any manual labor before. And so, as the refugees left the town, they abandoned her. This unknown noblewoman who has not been named but has a portrait. I think she's the princess who everyone thinks is dead. I was 100% correct. The one who died in town was not the princess. It was a body double. And there's the princess that's supposedly dead. I called that like weeks ago. It was a body double. Her bodyguard. her brother, the prince, who's not the king. There is a king, but the prince is ruling in the king's stead because the king has been wounded and been recovering. He has a plan, and he's a schemer. I've got a feeling she's gonna kill the princess if the princess does not come with her. So what do you need? He seems to be, and I'll show you his portrait and his character, and you can make a guess from there. He is actually ruling the country. He was given a bad hand at it because the Pope wants to get involved and has run the land out of its resources. So much so there's an entire faction from the former mine that's associated with overthrowing everything into darkness. Then what do you wish to be called? Inanna. She's seen firsthand the suffering of the people, and also her brother. At this point, it's been 20 weeks in-game. She spent over half a year among the people, and them not knowing who she was. Among the refugees. It's no wonder she's conflicted. She threw aside her nobility and her royalty to try and do the best she could. She messed up. And she's messed up badly. In several cases, which is why the refugees abandoned her. She ground up the rest of their grain into flour, causing them to be short a fifth on rations. When a fire broke out, she was told to get water. She grabbed water from downstream, which was contaminated, which made people sick. She can't weed to save her life because she doesn't have the calluses on her hands. She's made mistakes. But she's seen the people for who they are on a one-to-one level. Which is a perspective changer for nobility. And she always had an idea. She was always an ideas person. That's why she went to the city to begin with, to give a speech. Now, she's truly seen it from a peasant's perspective. But I can't just abandon the people I've been leading. Considering the kingdom is afflicted on multiple sides, it really does need people. It's not like we're given a choice to say no either. We do have to escort her regardless. Yeah, we just woke up in a prison in Wave Run City. And that's it. We don't know who we are. We know nothing past the last 20 weeks. Plus whatever happened in the free-to-play half of the game. Anyway, thanks to the Sword of Convallaria's efforts to hold back the Dark Light, the people from the Mine Pit, the King's army were able to successfully strike back. In the end, the two sides were able to unite and defeat the greatly diminished Dark Light. The Sword of Convallaria was praised by the King's army for the meritorious service of resisting the Dark Light. Major newspapers have also reported that the Sword of Convallaria's deeds report our deeds one after another, and many people who suffered from the Dark Light's aggressions even came to our homes to express their gratitude. As the leader of the group, you finally gained the honor of meeting the prince together with the princess. It was only a few days ago when the local residents lived in fear of the Dark Light. However, since the joining forces between the Sword of Convallaria and the King's army, the town was saved, and all can now feel at ease. Even now, taverns and inns are still thriving, and the market was bustling just as it was before. The one thing you notice is that everyone's more respectful and grateful towards the Sword of Convallaria, to the extent it has become a proud symbol of the town. The townspeople also believe that as long as the Sword of Convallaria exists, if I can stop stumbling over my words, the town will also be peaceful and tranquil. Their influence has decreased, the town's stability has increased, and what do we have going on in town? Beryl has some more field research. Also, we've got this lovely little sorceress here who does funny things like research. She's at odds with the church from the Papal States because they exist and continue to exist. And they tend to hunt witches and sorceresses like her. But we had a priestess in town for a while. Oh yeah, the characters are amazingly cute. Also, this is all the people that the Sword of Convallaria contains and is recruiting. 13 people. 13. They made that whole thing about how great it is that everything's going on and all these people are greatly respected. There's 13 of us. It is a very small group. It is hilarious whenever these tactics games do this. You're no more than like 25, 30 people, but you're like the most respected mercenary group in the world. We're less than 24 people here. Anyway, the free-to-play model is over here in what's called Elysium. These are the summoned characters. This is the prince. This is him. He's got a special skill called the Dawnlight. Look at that preview for his second model. His Ascended skin. He wields a sword full of light and darkness. What are your thoughts on him? Meanwhile, we have all these other generic characters that exist throughout the game. Outlaws, people, Dark Lights, people from the papacy. I mean, look at this. Look at this man. Look at this man in his armor. Or look at this wonderful man with his mace. Oh, very clearly. Also, look at this wonderful spearman. She's wonderful. I haven't had a chance to use her, because I've been strictly in the story mode. The Spiral of Destinies. This is the free-to-play's one. This is the free-to-play story, The Fool's Journey. it says ideally we need to get through the potential threat. I don't think I've gotten there. Because this is as far as we've gotten in the story. Chapter 1. Not Chapter 2. Not Chapter 3, where it branches into 4 sections. We're still in Chapter 1. And the way they get away with this, and this is the weird thing, and I'm not sure how they balanced it or why. Every chapter, you have to pay a key for. Oh, it gets weirder. You pay a key for every chapter. I've paid 2 keys. I've had 4 or 6 expire on me. Because on the weekly login page, they give you like 2 free keys for the week. I have 8 unexpired keys. Actually, I've got 4 unexpired keys and 6... I've got 4 timed keys, 6 unexpired keys. I don't know where I'm going to be using all these keys at. It's like and the tactics part of the Spiral of Destinies could be its own separate game. I would have paid money for it. But instead it's stapled onto this, which ties into this, but also it doesn't. Because the story split right after we completed the prologue. The prologue! Look at all this energy I have! This is not expended at all, except in the free-to-play. This is ridiculous. I've got 1,100 energy. 1,100. That's not used over here. What is this? What is this? What is this product? I don't understand how these two connect from a design perspective. My game design is going like, you've got 2 things that would be great on their own, you've combined them, you have an even better product, but I don't understand. I mean, granted, I will say this. I can bring any of these characters into the story whenever I want. They just don't share the levels. They just don't get levels. They don't get skills in them. But I can bring any of these 35 characters, except for the ones that are already in there, of course, with me. But there really isn't a point. So I'm just confuddled. By this weird dichotomy between the 2 stories. Many among our townspeople do not understand or approve of our cooperation with the King's army. However, the crisis of the Darklight has caused many that made it abundantly clear that we must rely on other people to survive in such turbulent times. The King's army helping the town has proved they're not beyond redemption. Also, spoilers, they were kind of... It looked like the ones behind the quote-unquote princess's assassination. So, yeah. In any case, we must send her to the town. And I think this is where Chapter 1 finally freaking ends. Because this is like the second time we've had one of these show up. Potential threat has been completed. Chapter 1 is finally done. We can finally spend our 3rd key. I don't know why they have these these levels be so distant. The story continues if you spend your next key. See, finally, we get to spend a key. I've got 4 of them that are time limited. It's smart, and we'll use the ones that are going to expire first. This is not a game you stream. This is a game you play. And this is why... Having gone on that entire rant and everything, that is probably why this game is not going to see any more streams. I would love to, but it just does not make any sense based on what the game is to be streamed. I was hoping this would be like, you know, some streamers will do other free-to-play games like Genshin or something else, or Honkai Star Rail, or, you know, those types of games. I was hoping this would be one of those, that I could play through that. And the answer is, God, no. Claim all of our... And I'm getting things like furniture and things. I don't know what the furniture does, because that's not been unlocked yet. In the free-to-play model, I have furniture. No idea what it does. And in fact, we still haven't hit the level where we've unlocked everything out here. It's just... So, I think this is going to be the last of the streams of Sword of Convallaria. I'd love to stream it more, but I'm not streaming it constantly enough to churn through the necessary keys. Although we can finally start chapter 1 of this story. Oh boy. Oh, it's got a lot of gacha stuff, but it's actually not that bad. It's surprisingly not that bad of a gacha system. Because the gacha system only affects the stuff that's not in the story. And at some point that's got to intersect out here. The gacha has to affect the non-gacha stuff. It hasn't yet. Really? I'm assuming that's... Because here's the other thing. How you go back and affect the story in different ways are through the use of these beacons, which affect how much the various factions improve on your relationship. See, this one would make it easier for the Union to like us if we'd had this at the beginning. So you literally go back through and replay the story in order to improve your abilities with your alignment with various factions, which affects how the story turns out, supposedly. I'm still trying to learn what this astral path does because we still don't unlock it. We still haven't unlocked it. But this is also changes to the story and features. I don't know. Additional backtrack attempts. Getting a new augment slot. I mean, it expects you to turn through this story super fast. But for someone who's streaming this twice a week, I'm not churning through it nearly as fast as the game is expecting you to churn it through. So that's the weird thing. So I'll be continuing to play this in my own time because the tactics part of it's actually pretty solid. I'm just still not convinced about the gacha portions of it. Also, I've got way too much free-to-play stuff. I mean, look at this. Boosting everyone's level to level 15. That's 35 characters I'm boosting. And these are all great characters. Like, I was complaining earlier about not having an X character. I don't have an X character in game, but I could use one. Like Stormbreaker there. Also, only the characters that are rare or above get names. Like Stormbreaker here. Because she's an epic character, she gets a random name. The Fire Conjurer. Actually, only the epic and legendaries get names. It's a little sad. But not even all of them get names, because we had Angel here, who has a name. Meanwhile, we just have generic Flame Sorceress. I could give them all names. But that sounds like a lot of effort to come up with names for everybody, when the game could make up names for them. Oh look, it looks like I'm finally out of experience, right? No. No is your answer. Because I now have 40,000 more common experience I can spend on everybody. Because I've had those chests sitting around forever. So, yeah, having gone on that rant, and come to the final conclusion that I'm going to keep playing this game, but it's going to be off-screen, just so I can play it more. Having said that, I'm going to boost these characters, and we'll get started a little bit on the Elysium Chapter 1. Finally. And then, somewhere in there, we'll call it. Well, that's most everybody up to the right level. So we can finally begin the Fool's Journey, Chapter 1. Yes, but also no. Also Talking Cat. I forgot to mention while Kyo was here, there was a talking cat. There are multiple chests to get at stars. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I was gonna say, who said I wanted these high-level characters out here? I want the low-level characters, good lord. Like this crossbowman, the archer, the assassin. The other archer. So many archers. Even in here. Yeah. Into the void with ye. Yeah. Eat shrapnel! Let's see. I forgot what you did. Oh, that's straight line. It's best to kill an enemy. Ooh! Probably should have brought a healer. Yeah. Foot sniping. And you're dead. And dead. No, this is clearly not the one that saved us at the beginning of the story.
一人ぼっちで元気なさそうですね。
正しくは生きる目的をなくしてるのさ。あの時はちょいと事情があって王国軍を離れたんだ。軍人の身分を捨てたら守るべきものをもなくしちまって。それで一人の傭兵としてイリアを巡り歩くことにした。以来数えきれないほどの仕事をして、これでも
Before you founded the sword.
イリアの情勢は日増しに悪化していった。
I mean, being a mercenary is not gonna solve the problems of the world.
自分が戦ってきたことに何か意味があるのかって自問すればするほど答えは見えなくなっちまった。
姉さんは明るくて強い人だと思ってたけど、そんな過去があったなんて。
Says the two orphans that have basically been raised by her.
なんだ、続きが知りたいのか？
ここまで聞いてお預けとかあんまりっすよ。
私を変えたのはある出会い。まあ続きを見りゃわかるさ。
Of course she's not gonna say. I was gonna say, I've already gotten several of these characters at star rank improvements. You generally find them from, yeah, from when you do your pulls. You get extra shards of them. Oh, Crimson Falcon. I've already gotten. Those are the ones I got. I gotcha. It was very specific about what ones I got. There's a card there. Oh, I don't even get to bring my characters. Yeah, let's just give him a shove. Oh, I was not expecting him to explode. Yeah, she's just got some good abilities, including that counter, which is thematically labeled. It's just... Voyage Memento. Are these the dailies? Ah. Okay, that's just in the trials. Hello, Prince. He has regrets. Of course he would. Because this place exists outside of space and time. Kind of. Ooh, I do have bows. And necklaces. And daggers. I'm not even sure what I did. I advanced that. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to equip that. Back into the Fool's Journey. There we go. Our next lowest 8. Lowest levels are 2 pikemen and 2 wizards. Well, we're not going to be at a severe disadvantage because no one brought any swords. Gives a nice defensive
あり
boost.
がとさん。ぼーっとしてんじゃないよ。うせろ。
Boom! Excellent. We'll just move you there. Move you up. And just move you to there so you can explode. The fact that she uses she uses a great sword and I've yet to encounter a single other character with a great sword is kind of cool. Ooh. Don't think I have any way of reaching him. No is the answer. And you die. And dead. Finally, we've hit Voyager level 20. Ah, the advanced gear option. We finally run out of common experience in which to give our characters. That is good. Well, there's our 8 low levels. What characters do I want to bring? Probably Ballista. Ballista's always a fun one to bring. Actually, if I can bring my Papal Pikeman. What? Only 4 characters are allowed. Boo. That is just disappointing. Actually, I have no idea how I'm going to get close enough, even. Okay. That one was easy. It's these other 2 assassins that are going to be a bit more awkward. I didn't think I was in range for him. And of course, we still don't have any of those. And smack around. Ow. He really is trying to kill me. He is really trying to kill us. Oh, straight up he did. Oh, that's unfortunate. Shoot. That's the first time I've lost a character on these missions. That's merely because I'm underleveled. Send the wizard. Send the wizard to help the other wizard. Not that it matters. Oh, we actually don't have any range with which to help. Well, he's gonna survive, so it doesn't really matter, but I think that's the first time I'm only gonna get 2 stars on that level, on a level. Nope, 3 stars. Ah, we can finally unlock some of these events, finally. Might as well look at what these contain. Okay, yep. Yeah. A desperate breakthrough. Huh. Well, probably not too useful of a thing. Oh, it's this one about this is the new current event. Defeat all enemies. Okay, and for vouchers, we receive items of various coolness and qualities. Complete an exploration. Interesting. Well, Mytha is one of them, so that's not a problem. Reaching specific amounts. 2 modes, a free mode, and a strategic mode where trial characters are provided. Okay. Switch between the modes and get the first pass. Interesting.
混沌の海からお宝を引き上げるのは大変だったにゃ。しかもこんなに良心的な価格。他
Well, we do have, so I think we'll call it, but we should have a number of summons. We don't have a full set of 20. I thought we would have had a full set of 20.
混沌の海からお宝を引き上げるのは大変だったにゃ。しかもこんなに良心的
They
な
appear to only have 19.
他にはにゃいぞ。
So we need 100 more wishes. Let's see, that'd give us 40 and 40. No, let's see. There we go. I was wondering how you did that. And alert shot ahead. See, and this is something that would have been very useful. As a tutorial in the other, or up until this point. Because this just tells you about Overwatch. That's all that is. I just, That would have been useful as a tutorial mission before you shoved us into the actual tactics mission. I don't get it. I don't get it. Huh. Oh, great. We have to try and make sure he does survives. Keeping him alive is going to be a problem. Ah, that interrupted. Excellent. I inadvertently created a very slow-moving area. More defense boost. Oh god. Oh god. How was I supposed to know they were gonna show up there? You didn't even... game didn't even show that they were gonna be there. How am I supposed to keep him alive if that happens? Seriously. He's dead. Finally. We can get a move on.
いいよ。
Maybe keep this archer alive. Maybe. He did survive. And that should be enough for the last of these. So we can do one summon, well, two summons. So we could either get a Kambe here, or Iniana herself, and Xavier. Now, the princess and the younger prince. Let us see if we can't get the princess and the other one. Now, which card shall we draw? Justice. Most of the characters we already have. All characters we already had. Pull down the world. Oh, we at least got a rare, it said. An epic. An intelligence officer. Two rare officers. Well, that was disappointing. Granted, there was a 2% overall possibility anyway. Guaranteed. Within 158 summons. Pities. They put them so far, so deep. At least the pikeman's almost level 5, star level 5. That's surprising. Oh, well. Was there anyone else who could use... Yes. And you get like 50 fragments per, so it's not like it's a low number. And our first 5-star happens to be the common assassin. Ah, the Axeman. More endurance potions. I've got more endurance potions than I know what to do with. I don't even know how many luck sites I now have. Enough for almost enough for two more summons. Oh, that's funny. But I think that's where we're gonna call it. This will be the Sword of Convallaria you're gonna see. It's a great strategy game. The story half that isn't tied to the free-to-play model. It's a great tactics section, that is. The storyline appears to be great. Has a great diverging story. However, the free-to-play section is as boring as ever. So, yeah. So, we'll see you guys Sunday for Neo. And trust me, next week, you'll see that schedule when it goes up. It's gonna be fun. But, yeah, it'll be Sunday at 2 p.m. As far as I know, I don't have anything else going on that day. Should be a nice long Neo session. So, we'll see you guys then. Till then, this has been Stompin' Llama.